freedom to belong is more important to us in these scenarios, you can't do that. But because there is no answer, people are literally like printing money at the moment.
Right, so ALFIE Deyes is at it again. I never thought I'd be saying this, but ALFIE Deyes hasn't only killed his own channel, but now he's trying to kill other people's. Today, around 1.5 hours ago, ALFIE did actually upload a 1-hour-long interview with the CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki or something. No idea how you pronounce her name. And throughout the interview, they just kind of talk about YouTube and how it's going at the moment, with like the sort of content that's most popular at the moment. But I'm not talking about that at all, because that is just meaningless. But later in the interview, ALFIE starts to say this about commentary channels.
It's just such a clash of freedom of expression, but then freedom to belong. Like, I know so many people that have had so many negative videos made about them that they don't feel like they belong.
Right.
And I'm like,
well, I've had this
that's not the goal of
too.
YouTube, but then the other person should have the freedom of expression.
Sure.
And I'd love for YouTube to say either, no, freedom of expression trumps it, you can say that about other creators, or as a platform we don't agree with that, freedom to belong is more important to us in these scenarios, you can't do that. But because there is no answer, people are literally like printing money at the moment, and YouTube is rewarding it by hating people or just making factually not even correct, like things that if a newspaper said it about somebody, they'd be sued within like 10 minutes. But because there is no laws around it, it's literally like the Wild West, plus you're just making money.
Well, we do have a harassment policy today, but where we've drawn that line for me is not high enough.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think we all acknowledge that. So to be clear, we do have a harassment policy. We actually have something called the transparency report, where we publish the number of videos that we remove every quarter and how many of them are removed for different reasons, whether it's hate or harassment or spam or adult content. Like, so we do publish those numbers, and we do remove videos for harassment. But I am agreeing with you that the line is not drawn right now in the right place, and that's why we are looking to redraw it. But we want to draw it carefully, not come out like rush with a policy, have that be unenforceable, and then have everybody angry because no one's sure anymore what's allowed. And so it is important to draw it correctly. And I've seen videos that I know that are on our platform that I know will no longer be allowed on the platform anymore. There are definitely videos like that I see as examples of content that is really solely dedicated to harassing a creator and to me cross the line. But I want to make sure that we're working with the experts and that we understand and we're hearing from creators and we look at all the different use cases and that we address that. And it's a very serious issue. And I understand how upsetting it is for creators. I understand how difficult it is. And we also see that there are groups that a lot of times are underrepresented in our society, and they may be subject to more of this harassment. And that's not our intent, right? We talked about the freedom to belong, that we want people, no matter what their background is, to be able to feel that they're connecting. And if they're feeling like they're coming on the platform and then they're being harassed, then that's the opposite of what we want.
Now, obviously, as you can see by that clip right there, he is obviously saying that he thinks all commentary channels should be demonetized. Now, he believes that because he thinks they kind of bring a negative approach towards the YouTube community. It's pretty obvious why he's saying this, just because quite a few commentary channels have made videos on him because they've disagreed with a lot of the stuff he's done in the past. Now, according to ALFIE Deyes, you're not allowed to disagree with him anymore because he is literally trying to ruin the careers of these commentary channels. By the sounds of it, he's just really angry that they're making more money than him because he's still creating content that people would expect to see in about 2011. So yeah, honestly, I just think it's absolutely crazy, especially with ALFIE being around 24 or 25, I think. And you know, some of these commentary channels are literally kids, probably about the same age as me. I know commentary channels of people that are like 16, 17, and he knows exactly what it's like for someone to make YouTube their career. But for some reason, he is still trying to destroy these young people's careers. Obviously, the commentary channels are doing very successful at the moment. I can't really talk too deeply into this topic because I'm not a commentary channel myself. Obviously, I do make the odd kind of commentary styled video here and there, I'd say, but I'm not really a commentary channel. I mean, I can kind of understand where he's coming from on commentary channels are quite negative, and obviously I've watched videos on commentary channels before which I disagree with, but you can't possibly just go and speak to the CEO of YouTube and tell her that you want all commentary channels demonetized. You know, it's free speech. You're allowed to say what you want. If you have an opinion, you're allowed to state it. I just think this is absolutely ridiculous and a massive mistake on ALFIE Deyes' part. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this situation. Also, remember to drop a like on the video right now and subscribe to this channel if you are new, as I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it would mean the world. And aside from that, I'll see you all in my next video. I'm just shocked, to be honest.
Santan from the football ex-AJ. Man, me stick with a pen like JK. True say I ain't really a drinker, but I got love for brandy like Ray J. Champagne popper, 44 chopper in a black night bomber. Heartbeat stopper, half our MC dropper, 45 whapper, leave you in the States like Kaka.
AJ from the look ex-Santan. Man's got style and a rhythm like Gangnam. Two young brothers trying to eat off of music.